It is potassium nitrate, isn't it?
Yes. Saltpeter or whatever.
It is about the signing in book. This information board is almost empty. Strange, in view of the activity in the prison.
My name is Peter James, Chief Warden, and this is Deputy Warden O'Sullivan.
I imagine I will find Hans Schielmann behind these bars in the basement.
Yes, the high security cells are down there.
Is this the only access?
Yes, there was a second door at the end of the main hall, but it's been blocked up as a security measure.
Thank you, Chief Warden.
At your service. If you require further information, Warden Mackenzie will help you. He's at his post in the basement.
Mr. Holmes, I am a huge admirer of yours. I have followed all your cases and successes with the greatest interest.
What enthusiasm. Have you ever thought of a career in the police force?
Have I thought about it? It's my dream. And I'm going to try my chance once this establishment closes down. I'm studying hard for the examination to get into police school.
There isn't any information on the notice board. Should there be notes about duties?
Yes, there should be, but Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard's assignments for this week yet. It's not like her. Usually she does it first thing in the morning. Without these instructions, the guard in the basement won't be changed. I would go and get them, but I don't want the director to catch me there. He's very strict. Doesn't like us wandering around when we're on duty. And it will get his daughter in trouble. He's not being very pleasant with her at the moment, and I don't want to make things worse.
Tell me about the prisoners, Warden James.
We only have a few. As you might be aware, the days of this place are numbered. Therefore, we no longer receive new prisoners. Those who are already here are among the most dangerous in London. We have 3 at the moment: Hans the Rat Killer and the Flint Brothers.
The Flint brothers.
Yes, 2 rather simple-minded maniacs who detest one another despite their relation. They massacred their parents and decapitated their neighbours. It took more than 9 policemen to overpower them.
How does not having the information about guard duty stop you from ensuring the watch in the basement?
Because of the system of opening the doors, Mr. Holmes. As you can see, they are equipped with a mechanical timer which answers to a code. When the timer stops, that is to say at the end of each watch, the doors block automatically and the code is reset. It is therefore impossible to open the doors without the new code.
And who has the code?
Only the guard who takes the new watch. He's the only one who can open the envelope that it's kept in. He learns it by heart and destroys the message.
Very clever. But let's look at the limits of this procedure. One false note, and the system falls apart.
See you later, Mr. Holmes.
It is the guard's guest book, perhaps for distinguished guests. These weapons are obviously ready to use in case of emergency. This device must be the alarm.
The guards must spend long hours here.
glad to have been of service, Mr. Holmes.
See ya.
Here's the famous high-security area.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir.
Good morning, Warden. I have a pass which allows me to speak with prisoner Hunts.
Very well. It is the cell at the end to your left. I'd advise you to walk in the middle of the corridor. Warden Mc...
I'm gonna kill. Hey, brother. Lucky for you that they caught you.
Hans Schielman, I require some information from you.
So, who do we have here? The celebrated Sherlock Holmes himself. Do you know that for all the time I have spent rotting in here, you are my first and only visitor? I think this is cause for celebration. A confrontation between two geniuses, two extraordinary minds.
I am afraid that you are not quite as great a chemist as you believe you are, Mr. Schielman. I will not say that you never were. No, it was certainly true once. But you see, while you are whiling away your days in here, it appears that someone on the outside is at the point of surpassing you, if that is not already the case.
Yes, I heard about that. A chemical poison that eats away at the flesh and provokes hysteria. I recognize talent when I see it.
What can you tell me?
That depends on what you can bring to me.
What do you want?
Do you know why I am treated so harshly? For my meals, I am given nothing but a hunk of bread. And even then, not just any sort. The...
Get to the point.
Never interrupt me! Where was I? Oh yes, the bread. Did you know that with a little rye yeast, a pinch of moss... Unfortunately, a little something was omitted, which would have made the results fake. Even so, I got a great laugh out...
You are a monster, Mr. Schielman.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
But of course it was! You others, you ordinary nap. If by monster you...
What do you need?
Very little. Just something to write with. You see my brain. What a torture not to be able to write them down. What a hell to see them vanish just as...
That's all. That seems an easy enough request to fulfill.
But listen, I don't want a vulgar inkwell and a pigeon's feather. No, I need material.
Where is it?
It was confiscated upon my arrival here. I suppose it might be in my locker in... See.
Warden?
I'm glad to have been...
Can you tell me where I might find the locker room?
In the corridor that leads to the director's office. That's where the prisoners' civilian stuff is held. But seeing the length of their sentences, they've little chance of ever getting it back.
Can you open the locker room for us? We would like to inspect Shielman's personal items.
No, Mr. Holmes. I'm not responsible for that. You will find the keys in the Secretary's office.
See you later.
Sorry, sirs. I'm on duty. I can't...
Closed. Closed. Staff cloakroom. Closed.
The locker room.
Let us go to the secretary. Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You'll need authorization from the director to open that door. If you wait a moment, then I will inform him.
We will wait, thank you.
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Is your investigation advancing? Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our lodger?
Not yet. We must first cast light upon a crucial point, and for that we require your help again.
What can I do?
We need to examine Shielman's civilian clothing.
Very well, but be extremely careful.
What do you mean?
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated.
Didn't you ask the expert?
Of course we did. Experts from Scotland Yard came to examine it, but they came to the conclusion that it was better that the case remain shut than tamper with it too much.
I see. They were afraid that some poison or other might escape if it was opened.
Exactly. Bear in mind that this man is an evil genius, a master poisoner, and that his poisons are never ordinary. Here's the key to the locker room. I give you the authorization to open it.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Patterson.
Miss Patterson, the guards are still waiting for you to put up the duty list.
Dry your tears, miss. I'm certain that your father didn't mean to hurt you.
Mr. Watson, I can't put up the duty list. And when he finds out, he'll be furious.
Why can't you?
It's in my locker, in the cloakroom, and I've lost the key.
Your aunt.
Say no more, Holmes. As you keep repeating, time is against us. Let's go and look at the things in the rat killer's locker.
But...
Staff closed. Here is the locker of our friend, Hans, the mad scientist.
Oh, what a jumble.
Blotting paper. A paper knife. This solid box must hold a precious object. Let us see. A poem in Hans's handwriting. A poem. Blotting paper. Blotting paper. I can't do that. I can't do that. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of it. Nothing of it. Blotting paper. Blotting paper. Nothing of interest. There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. This cannot be a simple coincidence. No. No. I can't. There is something interesting here. No. I can't do that. Perfect.
What is written on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson, later. We can give Hans his pen.
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murderers running all over the town.
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street. I've just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty, when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform? You've been promoted?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be. I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and that of my locker. I'm really grateful, Mr. Holmes.
What have you got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of kindness, are you?
No, out of curiosity. We will be able to access the cloakroom with these keys. Staff. Here is Brighton's locker. Closed. Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach, caused by stress without a doubt. The name on the key is Jenny Patterson. That is interesting. Bicarbonate of soda. I need something. Let us examine Miss Patterson's locker. The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
Incredible. Is Jenny hiding something?
It's really very clever. Little Jenny is astonishing.
A locket, sealing the relation between Jenny and Warden Brighton. Decidedly it is boyish, not a great poet. A letter from Brighton to Jenny. Barely literate.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child, and it seems that Jenny's father, the director, is unaware of this.
Here is the famous guard duty list. Interesting.
What should we do next, Holmes?
We can give Hans his pen. Closed. Closed.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, you can't go into the basement for the moment.
For what reason?
The door has locked itself automatically. You must enter a new security code.
Do it then.
Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard duty list yet. Without that information, we don't know who's authorised to take note of the new code.
So Mackenzie is locked in the high security zone.
Yes, but don't worry about him. He's trained for this sort of dysfunction.
Why not ask the director to take note of the code and open...
He isn't allowed to, and I doubt that he would run the risk of going against the orders of the administration centre. Anyway, the bars in the high security section are joined to the alarm system, which is in that room. We only need to sound it to unblock, but you see we can't do that now.
We'll try to find the duty list, Warden James.
We have found Chief Warden James's duty list.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Let's see. O'Sullivan, it's you who takes over from Mackenzie. Take note of the code, please, and unblock the door.
At once, Chief. Ah, Mr. Holmes, could I ask you for a favour?
Please do.
I think I can say on behalf of all the staff that we would be honoured if you would care to write something in our guest book.
With pleasure, O'Sullivan. You seem worn out, O'Sullivan. A good night's sleep would do you good.
A good night's sleep would do me good.
Is something what...
As you know, Westgate Prison will soon be demolished, and I'm spending most of my nights studying for my exam to join the police. You understand, I have to think about my future. So sleep isn't a priority at the moment.
Scotland Yard is always looking for young, competent...
What? A letter from Mr.
Completely serious, my young friend. May I use this writing paper? The one on your desk.
1,000 thanks, Mr. Holmes. 1,000 thanks.
It is addressed to Inspector Baines, a good friend of mine. There's no need to remind you that it must be opened only by the person to whom it is addressed.
Yes, of course. I'll give it to him personally. At your...
This device...
See you soon.
What should we do?
We can give...
Well, you seem annoyed, Mr. Holmes.
Why should you care, Mr. Shielman?
I am not talking about you in the grip of natural emotions found in ordinary people who are confronted by the inexplicable. But as for me,
That is enough, Shielman.
you have kept your word. Therefore, I will keep mine. At this moment, the poison which so interests you isn't finished yet. Its maker is encountering great difficulties in attaining the desired results.
What is the end result?
Now, Mr. Holmes, the end result of any science. As Descartes once said, here we are talking about human nature, of course, and the creator's problem.
What do you mean?
You see, this poison was made using rare but very volatile short-living compounds, which means that it is only possible to produce small quantities. Conceiving such a product in a laboratory especially built for the purpose could be achieved by any good chemist. But recopying this alchemy on another scale and keeping it ready at any moment, observing the particular conservation and storing conditions that are sub... I doubt if the creator of this mixture would be capable.
And you would be, of course.
Of course.
Luckily, you are going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Luck is cyclical. It always comes around again.
Holmes, it sounds to me as though this Shielman is implying that an escape attempt will be made.
Yes, we must go and warn the director.
It is out of the question that your bastard is named Patterson. Very well. You refuse to reveal the father to me? Well, then go and join him. I'm not stopping you.
Director, you will have to postpone this small family reunion. We believe that a serious scheme is afoot. We must act without delay.
You're not thinking of...
Yes, Shielman's words leave no room for doubt. It seems that he is planning an escape attempt. We strongly advise you to search his cell.
Do you really believe that he's hiding something? Because I must make an official report and have a legitimate reason for doing...
Director, if this prison is still in operation, it is solely because of its reputation. Think of the consequences of an escape. It would be closed at once. And what post do you imagine would be offered to the person deemed responsible?
You're right. No one will escape from Westgate under Patterson. I will order an immediate search of Mr. Shielman's cell.
Chief Warden James reporting. The search of prisoner Hans Shillman's cell has been carried out. No suspicious items were found.
Thank you, Chief James. I feel better now. Without wishing to offend you, Mr. Holmes, I am glad.
If I'm not mistaken, we've nothing more to do here. Shall we go, Holmes?
There's just one more thing for me to see, Watson.
What's that?
Mr. Holmes, sorry to interrupt you, but Miss Jenny wishes to see you alone. She's waiting for you in her office.
This, Watson.
How did you know?
Wait for me in the guard's room. I won't be long.
What an extraordinary gentleman that Sherlock Holmes is. You must have had...
Oh, yes.
Thought he was infallible, but there wasn't anything out of the way in the rat killer's cell. Could he have been mistaken?
I must admit,
Warden Brighton, in my office immediately. That's an order.
the director seems furious.
Yes, it must be important for him to order Brighton to leave his post.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
Did you hear that?
Yes, that's not normal. I've never heard Flint shout like that.
But why doesn't O'Sullivan sound the alarm?
Follow me, Mackenzie. Let's go and have a look.
I'll come with you.
No, Dr. Watson, you're not allowed in. Wait for me here.
Very well.
Hey, but... the grill is blocked, Chief.
We've been locked in. And that smoke, it's coming from below. O'Sullivan! Can you hear us?
Sully, are you alive? Answer us, Sully.
What's going on? Can I help you?
Sound the alarm in the guard's room. That should unblock the door. Be quick. O'Sullivan might be in danger.
It doesn't work. It doesn't.
Hey, what are you waiting for to sound the alarm, Doctor?
It's impossible. It's been damaged. I'll run and warn the director.
No, Doctor. Our priority is to save O'Sullivan. Go ahead through the visitors' corridor and see if he answers your call.
Very well.
Take the keys. They're in our room.
Locked. Locked. It doesn't.
Useless! This door is blocked by the timer, but not the one below. Give me the keys, quickly! I've got the keys, Doctor. Thank you.
Follow me, Watson. We must repair the alarm.
Finally. There you are, Holmes.
I'm going to turn on the system. Watson, you make sure of the contact.
I hope that this isn't dangerous. It works.
Perfect.
It's open. Let's go down.
Be careful. From what your colleague said, the flints are out.
We are trained for this sort of situation. And we're armed.
Come and help us, Watson.
Everything is back to normal. Thank you for your help, gentlemen.
It was a pleasure.
But where is O'Sullivan?
He's no longer here. He must have gone out through the visitor's entrance.
Yes, and he must be pleased to have gotten out of the basement.
Good. We must now check all the cells. It's the procedure in case of an alarm.
We'll come and help you.
You are evidently fond of wasting time, my dear fellow. Rejoin me at the reception when you've finished.
The grate is open. This is alarming. He's fine where he is, under the cover, still.
How can he sleep with all this noise?
I'll admit it's not normal. Perhaps the smoke has poisoned him. I had better take a look.
Be careful, Doctor. He is dangerous.
O'Sullivan!
It's impossible. He was with us only a few moments ago. Or else...
Or else it wasn't O'Sullivan.
My God, he's escaped. The rat killer has escaped.
Ah, Holmes, there you are. Hans has escaped. I fear that this inquiry is a bitter defeat for us.
Not at all, my dear fellow. Quite the contrary. Follow me.
Why the devil have you brought me behind the prison?
We have an appointment, Watson. Look who is waiting for us.
Shieldman! I'll go back and alert the guards.
Calm down. He's harmless.
But what is he doing here? Why hasn't he run away?
Because I asked him not to.
Are you telling me that you helped him to escape?
Quite so, as he wouldn't have been able to do so alone.
But how? And why? He's a dangerous madman. Holmes, you've made me an accomplice in this escape. You owe me some explanation.
And you will have them. But my priority for the moment is to remove our new friend to a safe place. I won't be long, but I must go alone. I'll rejoin you later. Just give me your next destination.
Very well. I suppose you know what you're doing.
How could you doubt it? Here, take the notes. They will help you when you write up the account of our visit to Westgate. So, where do I find you?
I thought of going to Kensington to find the bishop's nephew.
Very well. Wait for me there. We have arrived.
The bishop's nephew lives here.
Yes, he rents a ground floor room. Nothing of interest here.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
How do you do, madam? We should like to see one of your lodgers, Henry Hampford.
Well, he's away. And you must understand, I don't open my door to strangers, especially with all these prowlers about.
That is the reason for our visit.
You're the police.
No, Henry is a friend of ours. He expressed his concern to us about these intruders. We're here at his request.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Henry, while he might seem strange at first, is a thoughtful and kind man. You must have noticed how worried I've been. Why, just this morning some of my washing was stolen, and I'm sure it was those ones who took it.
It seems like the best place to start our investigation. May we step into your garden and then perhaps look into our friend's room?
I don't see anything wrong with your looking over the garden, but his room... You understand, he didn't warn me.
I understand.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let's have a look in the garden.
do you what you...
Nothing of interest. Look who is waiting for us.
Shieldman! I'll go back and alert the guards.
Calm down. He's harmless. Because I asked him.
Are you telling me?
Quite certain.
But how?
And you will have them.
Very well.
How could...
The next step of our investigation should take place in the Whitechapel area.
Good. Go then, and I'll...
Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.
A little polishing on your shoes, mister.
This shop has been...
You ain't from round here. You ain't from round here.
No, it is unnecessary.
They leave us to die.
Buck's Row, where Polly Nichols met her death under the knife of the Ripper. Buck's Row.
Whitechapel Street. Whitechapel Street. Whitechapel. Here's the public dispensary that we're looking for.
Holmes, the man from the soup kitchen isn't only in voluntary service. Look.
A money game.
Oi, oi! We're giving out free soup after match, right here. Don't hesitate. Come get yours. All thanks to Prince Woodville's kind generosity. A ticket for a hot bowl of bacon soup.
Excuse me, my good fellow.
You don't look like the needy.
We're not here for the soup, we're merely passing through.
Nah, it's the Prince of Woodville who's the charitable one. All I'm doing is filling the bowls. For the first time ever in this area, someone's thinking of the poor people here. Look around you, at every street corner. you'll find someone giving out soup, just like me.
And no one tries to take...
No, mister, that's not possible. You have to exchange a ticket against a bowl. The tickets have the day's date on them, and are handed out after Mass. That way no one can cheat.
Closed. Even here.
Buy my flowers,
This cemetery is the very image of Whitechapel. Sinister, frightening, and ill-kept. What a terrible place for one's final rest.
At least hunger no longer gnaws at them.
Sorry, the market is closed. There's no more produce.
Nothing of interest here.
We aren't investigating down there, Holmes, are we?
Closed.
Even...
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. Granite. Granite. These stones are of the same granite. 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 These stones... Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. This must be the gravedigger.
Well, judging by the state of this place, they don't work very often.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in black granite, black paint. These stones, black granite, black paint. Let us see if the elements analyzed in the same black paint covers these stones. This black painted stone is identical to the fragments found in the rope which we analyzed at Baker Street and in the footprints of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers. Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something black and damp. Black earth freshly turned over. This dark, damp earth is the same type as that which was found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's home.
It came from a grave, then. Huh, what a lovely thought.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street. This rope is only worn on... This rope. This rope. This rope. This rope, the rope used to tie up the Bishop of Knightsbridge, came from this cemetery. It is only worn on the one side because it is used to lower coffins into graves. Everything coincides, Watson. The fragments of granite at the bishop's home came from the tombstones of this cemetery.
As well as the rope that was used to restrain the poor man. One of those used to lower the coffins.
I can think of only two reasons why anyone should happen to spend a great deal of time in a cemetery. Either he is at rest here, or he works here. At least one of the bishop's murderers is employed here.
A shame. If he was at rest here, it would have made our job easier.
A leaflet for the soup kitchen. This leaflet is dated for the day after tomorrow. The tickets for the soup kitchen are given out on the same day. Only somebody who works there could have written on it. This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers. Closed. Impossible to open. Closed.
Aren't you going to leave me alone? A bowl of good bacon soup isn't...
We're looking for two people called Grape Abe and Kurtz.
Can't you see I'm giving... You okay? You can't have any...
And what would you say to your ring?
Holmes, I inherit...
Watson, show your watch to...
Done. Make yourselves at home.
All right, mister. First who gets 36 points wins.
without success, Holmes.
Perfect.
Aren't you going to leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy?
We win.
Hey, not so fast. We'll play a game.
Out of the question. You have lost. You owe me your ring.
Oh, it means a lot to me, this ring. My dad gave it me before he died. He choked on his own glass eye. My mum didn't get over the shock of it, and she killed herself by smashing her head open with a wooden leg. And she'd only just heard that my sister, who's a prostitute.
As this ring holds such sentimental value for you, I will allow you to keep it. What would...
Great Ape works with us. He usually deals with the tickets, but we haven't seen him for a few days.
Where is he usually to be found?
Well, last time I saw him, he was with his mates from the dispensary, them that deal with the mall. Now, that's all I know.
It is quite good enough. Keep your ring, my good man, as a souvenir of your poor father.
A souvenir of my dad.
One further thing. You said that Grape Ape's friends work at the morgue. Which morgue?
The morgue at the dispensary. I must say, they got a funny job. They wash the dead, dress them, cut their hair. They clean the blood off the floor.
There isn't a certain curse amongst the employees.
Listen, we didn't play for info about the whole city. I'm not telling you anything else.
The dispensary has got its own morgue. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I've just told you so. It's the one that all the undertakers prefer.
Thank you, my good man. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Good day. Please excuse us. Oh, Grant, is it you?
Yes, but wait a moment. Watson, it's been years. Since the Faculty of Medicine, if my memory serves me right.
Yes, we were young and ambitious. I didn't expect to find you here. I thought you had gone to America.
No. I find that I prefer the filth here, amputating gangrenous legs.
Ah.
I'm joking, Watson. Unfortunately, I was unable to leave for Washington. I had to give up surgery. So instead, I crouched down in this rat hole, rubbing shoulders with the world's misery.
Grant, treating those in need is a noble calling. You underestimate the importance of your work.
If you say so. It's true that in the beginning I felt as you do, but as time goes by, the more this cursed area seems like hell. You think that nothing can get worse, and the next day you see that it can. Now famine has hit.
One can't always do as one might prefer when one...
Grant, I'd like to introduce you to Sherlock Holmes.
Pleased to meet you. Well, no one comes here by chance, therefore I imagine that...
Dr. Grant, we are in possession of a scalpel which was found in an unusual location. Does it come from your dispensary, as we believe?
From its mark, I'd say it was stolen from us. A lot of things disappear from here, you understand? Life is hard in Whitechapel. When the staff find a way of adding to their salary, they rarely hesitate to do so.
Thank you, Doctor. Tell me, Doctor, do you have a morgue in your dispensary?
Yes, it is the busiest place in the building.
We would like to see it.
The door at the far end. The one with the unpleasant smell.
Very good. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps.
This stove is hardly working. That would explain the damp around here.
Incredible. My colleague could at least keep a good fire going for his patient.
Like all the sick lying here.
Not surprising, Holmes, this person is too weak. She's obviously suffering from malnutrition. And for...
Like all the sick.
Not surprising.
Look, Holmes, a list of the recently dead. How sad.
I see names that have something in common.
I understand now why my colleague keeps quiet about his morgue. This place is a real mess.
Concentrate, Watson. We must look for clues about Grape Ape's friends.
Look at the state of the instruments. They've probably never been cleaned.
This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
Holmes, this is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Nicebridge's murderers.
A small metal stem. Perfect. Two keys.
Well, well, this Kurtz was carrying a lot of things.
How can I help you?
Farewell.
See you,
Doctor.
sir.
perfect. It's open. Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Oh, what a jumble.
Impossible to open it. Impossible. Impossible to open. Impossible. Impossible.
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really. How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
I can see a large crack. I'll need something thin. I can see a...
Bags filled with nails. Bag?
A hole was drilled a short while ago. There is a sack inside this hole. Let us see what is inside it.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Valuable objects? But what are they doing here?
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions. Sally and John. This design was the last to be done. Sally and John is engraved here as a symbol of their love. Nothing of interest here.
We must find Sally and John's grave.
Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of... Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Yes, it must be there. I need something. I need... This shovel belongs to the cemetery work.
You frighten me.
This must be the grave.
Very well, Holmes. Look, a metal box.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated. This box comes from a bank. The criminals must have held on to it after a hold-up. There we are. It is simplicity itself. A hammer covered in blood.
These candlesticks are undoubtedly stolen.
This key must be important to be hidden here.
Holmes, there is someone in that hut.
I saw, Watson. Come, and keep your revolver at the ready, just in case. Open up. We're not the police. Do not be alarmed.
That's a strange way of reassuring someone. Holmes, they are children. My God, one of them is hurt.
What you want? Don't come any closer. Are you the police?
Don't be afraid. I am a doctor. I'm going to look at your friend's wound.
Wait, Watson. I've got some questions to ask these children.
This is urgent, Holmes. In this filthy place, the risk of infection is very high.
The immediate danger for these children is not so much the wound as Mr. Fletcher.
Who?
Look at the wound, Watson. It's thin and precise. It was made by a sharp, well-kept blade. Any other blade, less well-kept.
So what does that imply?
In this area, who would take such great care with a blade? A butcher, of course. And the only butcher in the area is Samuel Fletcher, who at this moment is replacing a window that has been forced open. He's a man to hold grudges, as anyone around here will tell you.
The children are in danger.
If he hasn't done it, it's surely because these little thieves broke into his shop at night to steal a piece of meat. I can assure you that Mr. Fletcher has spent the day trying to trace these children.
That's true. What do you want?
I could give Mr. Fletcher a compensation for the damage to his property.
Or else? Wait, mister. I know everyone here. I'll help you. Only protect us from the butcher.
I am looking for Kurtz. Tell me where I can find him.
Everyone here knows Kurtz. He's the worst person in the area. We call him the Colonel because he fought against the Zulus in Africa. He got chucked out the army because he's completely crackers. He lives at number 8 Batty Street.
Good. Watson, see to the wound. Then we will settle the problem between these young men and Mr. Fletcher.
We must protect these children from that butcher, Holmes.
It won't be necessary. I've had dealings with Samuel Fletcher before now. He's not the monster I've made him out to be. If he had wanted to kill them, he would have done so, even in dim light. By wounding the little thief, he wanted to warn him never to set foot in his shop again. Forget Mr. Fletcher, Watson.
You mean you lied to frighten those poor children?
Exactly. Clever, wasn't it?
Well, mister, that's a mighty fine outfit you're wearing there. You stand out like a sore thumb, and that's no lie. Watch that you don't get it all dirtied up, but you'd be welcome to come back to my place. It's not far, and I'd sponge it down for you.
Don't go back to Jenny's place. You'll get malaria.
Thank you, madam. I'm certain that you would make a very good job of it. That will not be necessary, however. But your thought was a kind one.
We'd best be leaving now, sir.
Here, please accept this sovereign as a token of my gratitude for your concern.
Well, I never. Thank you. That's right generous of you, my lordship.
You are very welcome, madam.
Madam, he calls me. Bless my garters. What a gent.
If you're ready now, sir.
Yes, let us go.
What a remarkable man, the Prince Woodville, to talk to such a woman as though she was an equal.
Let's find Batty Street.
You ain't from round here. You shouldn't stay here. It ain't healthy.
interest here.
Bucks Road, where Polly Nick... Bucks Road, where Polly Nichols met her death under the knife of the Ripper.
My God, Holmes, it's appalling. And the smell. But what can have happened here?
Stay calm, Watson. Take note of every detail and be careful not to move anything.
Very well, Holmes.
A torn piece of a letter. It seems to be a letter of dismissal. A military badge of the 58th Infantry Regiment of Her Majesty, and a...
At that time, the regiment served in South Africa. Kurtz was in the Boer War. Grapes! What are they doing there? Grape!
This is yesterday's newspaper. Someone wrapped some meat up in this newspaper. The blood is still fresh. The dog's bowl is empty. Someone brought food for the dogs, probably just before the fight.
And just after they had been fed...
Let us look at our deduction board. The dog's bowl. I am missing... the material on this tray. Small burnt balls.
A pipe with a strange smell.
A small burner. There can be no doubt. Judging by the material on the tray and the pipe, the man smoked opium.
Opium? I doubt if this man could have made his drug here.
A newspaper covering the war in South Africa. Kurtz must have been following the war with some interest.
The Boer War is abominable. This part is in shreds. The skin tissue has decomposed. What a horrible...
The skin was deeply torn. This bandage is a day or two old. No.
What terrible wounds! The dogs must have been rabid.
Only a dog could inflict so deep a wound, but it appears that the wound was gnawed at afterwards.
This part is in shreds. The skin tissue has decomposed, yet the death is recent. This part...
This bandage is... It is a dog bite. I can see the tooth marks. It is a... Please take note, Watson.
The same finger that we found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's house. Holmes!
Only a...
What a horrible...
Size 9. Hobnail boots like those worn by labourers. Size 9. Hobnail... The skin was deeply torn.
What a horrible wound. This part is in shreds. The skin tissue has decomposed, yet the death is recent.
An old photo. It's written to our comrade Jeremy Kurtz from Commando J. Malan, Bloemfontein, 1883.
Kurtz served as a Boer commando. He fought against his country.
Apparently our friend Kurtz served in both camps in South Africa and was never a colonel, but that doesn't surprise me.
A traitor, deserter, and a false colonel. What a charming gentleman.
Let us look at our deduction board. Let us look at...
My deduction chart is incomplete, Holmes. We are missing an important detail.
Let's return to the clinic and ask if our friend might lend us his morgue for 2 hours.
What are you going to do?
I'm torn between a nap and a picnic.
Oh, I've had enough, Holmes.
The next step of our investigation, Watson, leads us inevitably to a post-mortem. As you're well aware, in the instance where a body's vital organs no longer function, every minute is vital. Be quick now and procure the room while I arrange the transport.
Very well. I will see you later. Ah, Grant, you are still here. I need to ask a favor from you.
What sort of favor, my dear friend?
Might I use your morgue for a couple of hours? It concerns an affair of the greatest
Use the morgue? Whatever for? Letting you poke your nose in everywhere is one thing, but closing my eyes to I don't know what unsavory practices.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, it isn't possible. Sorry.
Grant, listen to me.
Don't insist. Where do you think you are? Perhaps because you come from the rich area, you think you are in the real world, where we have to take risks. Do you even know what that means? And this shabby health center where I've been stagnating for years, it's a public establishment under my authority, for whatever that's worth. I am responsible for...
Of course I am.
Good.
I understand, first and foremost, that you are a coward.
What?
A coward, I said, sitting on your backside behind a desk for years, complaining about your fate without even trying to change a single thing about it.
I won't allow you.
And you dare to talk to me about risks? I, who was wounded in Afghanistan while in Her Majesty's service, and who, for a great many years, has taken part in some of the most dangerous criminal investigations the country has ever known.
But
as for being responsible, as you call it, it begins with doing your job properly, particularly when one is a doctor and caring for the poorest people within our society. The real life? Ha ha! Don't make me laugh. I am a doctor too, Grant, don't forget. And I'm ashamed of my profession when I see the state of this center.
It's not my...
So, your disgusting morgue, you are going to allow me to use it, dear friend, because I urgently need it for a vitally important affair that is way over your head.
You want to be like that about it? Do whatever you like.
That doesn't This is a dismal place. Have you ever carried out a post-mortem, Holmes? It requires a great deal of precision.
Don't worry, I learn quickly. Hand me a bone saw.
Go carefully, Holmes, even so.
I must clean the body. I must mark the places to cut. My My notches are ready. No, it is unnecessary. A ball of paper, swallowed recently. I can't do... This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something.
What should we do next?
I must analyze. Chemistry.
And smells as bad as the one in our sitting room at Baker Street.
Chemistry.
And
This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something. Poison, and apparently very virulent.
we must finish our deduction board, Holmes.
That was a most instructive post-mortem. This man was murdered by his accomplices because of his missing finger.
I see. He was overly conspicuous, walking around with a bandaged hand, as the police would have been looking for a man with a missing finger. But how did they manage to disguise the murder by making it look like a dog attack?
The post-mortem revealed the presence of poison in his system. Everything points to it being a less potent form of the poison we found in the bishop's rooms. This man died as much from the poison as from fighting against those animals. I believe this new version of the substance provokes such a rage that the victim attacks anything in his path, and in this instance it was dogs. We're dealing with sorcerers' apprentices whose creations are ever evolving. They are attempting to obtain a particular effect, and they try out their formulae on human guinea pigs.
You're saying that his accomplices forced him to drink it?
No, he took it himself, voluntarily. The poison wasn't to be found in his blood, but in his lungs. I also discovered numerous traces of opium.
I'm beginning to see. They mixed this horrible poison with his opium, knowing that he would soon smoke it to ease the pain caused by his wound.
Exactly. And such a profound knowledge of both chemistry and toxicology is uncommon. Very well. We know the reason and the manner. But we're really not any further ahead. How will we find the two other men who murdered the bishop? By going to 13 Burner Street. It is in this area.
But where did you get that address, Holmes?
From his stomach.
I see. He wanted to get rid of the address.
No, he wanted revenge.
I don't follow you.
When the man with the missing finger began to feel the effects of the poison, he knew that he was going to die, and he...
Let's search for our opium den, Holmes. Let's...
Whitechapel Street. We are in one of...
Queue up like everyone else.
Burner Street. Burner Street. This sign would appear to be that of an establishment not... There's our opium den.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome. What can I do for you?
One of your regular clients looked within himself to give us your address. He was very helpful.
Oh, I understand. Our clients quickly become regulars. Your friend isn't with you?
Sadly, no. He is tied up with his dogs.
I understand. I too love dogs. Come in and make yourselves at home.
The keys to the establishment are all here together. Interesting.
Poor devils. See, Holmes, the ravages caused by such artificial pleasure.
Please excuse us.
It's not...
Closed. Well, we have searched everywhere apart from 2 rooms. One of these rooms interests me particularly.
You are thinking of the guarded room, aren't you, Holmes?
I am indeed, but we should not consider any confrontation with the guard. Let us be discreet and enter the adjoining room.
It's locked, and it wouldn't be very discreet if we were to force it.
Nevertheless, we do need to get in there.
And the manager?
Let us find a way of distracting his attention. Jasmine tea, judging by the aroma.
Ashes. It's not very clean here.
Dirty water. This bowl is used to wash smoking tools.
Poor devils. See...
It's not...
Please excuse... Closed.
Poor...
Have you chosen somewhere to sit, gentlemen?
Not yet, but we would like to ask you...
Make yourselves at home, gentlemen. Someone will take care of you.
The key to the locked room is here.
Have you chosen somewhere to sit, gentlemen?
Not yet.
Make yourselves at home, gentlemen.
This client is asleep. It would be impossible to make him swallow my mixture.
Holmes, you talked about making a client sick, but you were exaggerating. Surely you aren't going to force someone to drink...
Another of our differences, my friend. You cure people, I make them sick.
It'll be all right. Breathe.
The Chinese waiter is busy. We can go. I can only take one key. There we are. It is simplicity itself. Watson, put the key back in its place before the manager notices that it's missing.
I shall be quick. I managed to return the key.
Perfect.
Phew! What a stink. This bottle is full of barbiturate acid.
This billhook is very thin and solid. A ventilation window. This stick will serve as a weapon or for something else.
All this material must be for heating opium before smoking it. All this...
This small opening gives onto the guarded room.
Holmes, shh, listen.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't mind getting money for killing, but he was a sort of pope or something. And we didn't even get... Yeah, I know. I got nice rich man's boots. They must be worth about £20. But even so, and the boss ain't happy. And when I see him unhappy, I'm afraid. I don't fancy ending up like Kurtz. Perhaps you're right. But we'll have a chance to make up for it. We just have to get it right this time. Because he won't forgive us so easily next time.
They are the bishop's murderers, Holmes. The fiends.
Calm down, Watson. We'll have to take care of the guard at the entrance. I think we should be able to find something.
Very good. But
then... I need something. I need... I need... Small balls of opium.
Holmes, do you really think that this is the appropriate moment?
Don't worry, Watson. My mind only requires stimulation when it is unoccupied. That is not the case at the moment. I am merely heating these opium balls to obtain a liquid solution. A syringe that could be useful.
Phew! What a stink. This bottle is full of barbiturate acid. We use it in medicine sometimes as a tranquilizer. You have a potentially very powerful sedative there, Holmes. Be careful, such a dose could be lethal.
This door shouldn't be open.
Let's hide, Holmes.
This place isn't very favorable for that. I hate the idea, but we will have to rely on luck.
There, it's locked.
We've been locked in.
It is impossible to get... It is impossible to get out. It is impossible. I think that window is large enough for us to squeeze through.
This window is well and truly stuck. We'll have to pull it free.
I think
this it's open, but this window is damnably heavy. We need something to keep it wedged open.
Good. We can get out of here. After you, my dear fellow.
Very well, Holmes.
It's time to take action, Watson. Go.
What? Why don't you do it yourself?
It's not a matter of fighting. It's a matter of luring him to me.
Ah, I see. I imagine that the sedative is for him.
Well deduced. Do something to bring the guard towards me. Good luck, Watson.
Sir, would you be so...
No, not that way. We must take them by surprise.
Let's get to the corridor by these stairs, Holmes. Holmes, what on earth are you doing?
No! Stop! Put your hands up! Don't try anything clever!
You're under arrest. Take them away.
So be it. Come, Watson. Let us go.
But why have we come back to Baker Street? It would have been better to join Baines to interrogate those criminals.
No. In the hands of the police, those crooks won't talk, and you know it. They risk being hanged.
I don't understand anything here.
We must explore all our leads. Let us take a look at the map of London. We must explore all our leads. Let us take a look at the map of London. We have arrived.
The bishop's nephew lives here?
Yes, he rents a ground floor room.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
How do you do, madam? We should like to see one of your lodgers, Henry Hamford.
Well, he's away. And you must understand, I don't open my door to strangers, especially with all these prowlers about.
That is the reason for our visit.
You're the police?
No, Henry is a friend of ours. He expressed his concern to us about these intruders. We're here at his request.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Henry, while he might seem strange at first, is...
It seems like the best place to start our investigation. Maybe step into your garden and then perhaps look into our friend's room.
I don't see anything wrong with your looking over the garden, but...
I understand.
What should we do next?
Let's have a look in the garden. Closed. Nothing of interest here. No. No. No, it is unnecessary. No.
Without a doubt, it is the linen belonging to Hen. Indeed, there appears to be some linen missing.
There should be a spade here. A small pickaxe. There should be a... Closed.
A rake. Why take it, Holmes?
This window overlooks the room belonging to the...
Closed. There is something interesting here. Good, we can pass. The remains of a small meal. This newspaper is 4 days old. The bishop's nephew was being watched. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. This clothing is torn. The man who stole it must have caught it on a tree when he stood upon the fence.
And at the moment when he jumped, he left this jacket in the tree.
It is just as I thought. Here's an ideal view of Henry's room. To let. tins of food tied to one another. The wire seems long enough. They look to me as though they're rudimentary traps used to indicate the presence of intruders.
Oh, what a jumble!
Is this the washing you were looking for?
Oh, yes, that's it. Where did you find it?
On the ground, doubtless blown there by the wind.
They didn't steal it then. I'd have felt better knowing that those lurkers were nothing more than clothes thieves.
That is not the case, madam. This affair seems to be rather more serious than that. It appears that these intruders were spying on Henry. Now, please, let us see his room.
Gracious me, whatever next? Come in. Take the first door on the left. It's open. He never locks it.
Never?
No, never. Well, you know him. He doesn't do things like everyone else. He lives in a world of his own.
When did you see him last? Did he say anything to you?
Yesterday morning, he just muttered a few words. I can't always understand what he's saying. When he does talk, that is. I can ask him a question, but he just stares off somewhere. The floor, the ceiling, as if I wasn't there. At first, I found it strange, but I've gotten used to it.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. He's sometimes nervous too, isn't he?
Oh, yes. As soon as anything upsets him. Even when he's alone in his room, he gets cross.
Closed. There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. There is something. There is some box. Let's see. He scratched the lock's cipher codes for himself. Watson, write them down for us.
It is noted. It is noted. It is noted. I have noted down everything.
This lock is very complex. The young Henry is remarkably intelligent. empty. But according to the label, this box contained a Colt Patterson.
It is a powerful weapon, Holmes. And judging by the receipt, it was new.
A violin. It is a lovely one, but where's its case? This rubbish bin was emptied, and then someone threw a torn piece of paper in it, and judging by the...
Onion?
Let us put these torn pieces of paper on the table. No hat. He got his scarf out, but he forgot to take it. Someone emptied a bag here. Someone... It is an impressive library for someone living alone.
And he's read all that. Impressive.
Both sides of the paper are...
Perhaps not, Watson. This candle is still hot. It's been used recently.
During the day? Whatever for?
This candle is still hot.
During the day? What is this strange...
The address of a dock on the Thames. My dear Watson, in the garden and in this room, pieces are missing that should never have left their places. What do you think? That's not right. Start again. That's not right. That's not right. That's not. 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 That's not right. Quick, Watson, there's not a moment to lose. Go and thank that charming lady while I try to recapture our new friend.
Recapture? What makes you think that he has run away?
I believe that our man suffers from behavioral problems. You must have seen or heard about those poor fellows who spend their time counting the gravel stones in the garden, or moving objects from one place to another hundreds of times in one day. Well, the bishop's nephew suffers from a moderate form of this condition. Nothing would be more disturbing to him than to leave a personal space in such chaos. And yet this is what he has done with this room. For it to reach such a state of neglect can only indicate that he was in a most desperate situation.
And do you think that you can catch him?
Yes. The candle here is still warm, so he left only a few minutes before our arrival. But it is the missing violin case and the large pistol which concern me. We know that he is quick-tempered and volatile. It is never wise to leave a gun quite capable of killing a bull in the hands of someone like that.
Did he leave to go to the address which was written in the invisible ink, do you think?
Undoubtedly, Watson. And as for the missing spade, I can tell you that it will be used for digging. Are you ever going to stop delaying me with endless questions?
So, gentlemen, have you found anything?
We have learned enough to promise you that they will not return.
That makes me feel better. Thank you, gentlemen.
We are going to pay a visit to that mysterious address, Watson. But first, we must detour to Lambeth.
Lambeth? What are we going to do there?
Pick up an old friend. He will be a precious help in our locating Mr. Hampford.
Good. And who is this friend?
A friend who helped us in the case you so romantically titled The Sign of the Four.
Here we are at the address that the nephew took such care to hide.
I wonder what it is that links this place with the bishop's murder.
The reason for the quarrel between the young man and his uncle is somewhere here in the...
It's an enormous area, and there are dozens of potential...
The old dog Toby is the best sleuth hound in town. If the extraordinary Mr. Hampford is here...
But I've rarely seen such an old dog.
Absolutely. Besides, you are going to follow him. Take the bark and go around that disused factory. If the nephew wishes to run away, he can do
very well.
Get ready, Watson. Let the battle commence.
Toby's sense of smell is legendary, but he needs to know what he is looking for. Search, Toby. Search. Here's a good dog. Nothing of interest here. Toby, you have found his trail. I don't think he came... Our man came this way. Nothing of interest. He wasn't able to get past here. He was wounded. Nothing of interest. Our man came this way. Greece. Our man came... Good dog, Toby. He left by this door. Locked from the inside.
The door is locked. Some ice picks are missing. He took the gaff here and cut a piece of fire hose. Our man must be on the other side of the gate. It would be better not to go down there. Locked from the inside. Carriage tracks. Locked. locked from the inside. Carriage track. Toby, don't jump. Let us find another way in. Lock. Toby, don't jump. Carriage track. Search, Toby. Search. There's a good dog. Now I can go down. too old for this, Toby.
Safe here. Safe. Whew. Ah!
Don't be afraid.
But
keep calm.
it's you. Stay away.
I want to talk to you. Don't be hysterical. Drop your gun.
I don't trust you. You're out to get me. Don't come any closer.
The poor man. What a dreadful end.
He has definitely gone.
But why was he afraid of you? He was terrified when he saw you.
He must have mistaken me for someone else. Let's go. We have nothing more to do here.
We have been running around all night, Holmes, and I've had enough. And that poor young man. Let's find a police station and...
There's no question of calling the police, is that understood? Instead, let us see how we might continue our investigation.
Very well, Holmes. Holmes, it seems that everywhere we go, there is a catastrophe. And here we are at a standstill.
Let us return to Baker Street as quickly as possible.
Oh, so all that for nothing. Oh, they didn't find anything. Sherlock Holmes isn't a nice man, is he? I don't think I like him now.
Look what I found!
Don't do that. We don't like him, but you shouldn't hit him like that.
Give that back! It's only a doll!
This is Sherlock Holmes's attic. All this must have belonged to him. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading.
3 trails and 2 dead ends. The poor nephew is dead, but Baines has the bishop's murderers. The only one left is the rat killer. Have you questioned him?
No.
May I ask when you're going to do it?
When I have found him.
What? You're not trying to tell me that he's escaped again?
Yes, but this time it's not your fault, nor mine for that matter.
You've been using me, Holmes. I unwittingly aided one of the most dangerous criminals in the kingdom to escape. So please tell me why.
An explanation would be futile. It would only lead to further pointless questions.
But do you have even the slightest notion as to where he might be hiding?
Forget Hans Schielmann for the moment, Watson. Just concentrate on the fact that the bishop is on the chessboard.
In any case, the news has spread like wildfire. Look at the headlines. All the papers are talking about it. And the Globe Explorer, their editors must be jumping for joy.
Let the dogs bark with the pack, Watson.
But how could Farley be so well informed? Look, he also mentions our visit to the opium den, and in great detail. How did he know?
Let me see. Contrary to what you might think, Watson, I do not consider that all of our trails have led to dead ends. We're simply missing a common denominator, something that links them together. And our journalist's mystery informer might just be that missing link.
Should we attempt to uncover his identity?
It is essential that we do so. Let us examine the map. We must talk to Mr. Farley. Find Farley's office.
Here we are at Farley's office. One cannot say that ethics play a very large role in his life. Look at the headlines pinned to the walls, like trophies of bad taste. Perhaps we will finally begin to understand the reasons for his persistence in tarnishing your reputation.
Perhaps.
Coffee. It's still hot.
Cigarettes, an ordinary, inexpensive brand.
A press card. Osmond Farley. It's his overcoat.
This door is locked. Is Farley afraid of being...
I must go out for a while, Miss Jean. I won't be long. Ask my appointments to wait, and send this message as a matter of urgency.
Mr. Osmond Farley, I presume?
Messrs. Holmes and Watson. What a surprise.
What is there so surprising about being visited by the targets of your slander?
I never slander. I inform.
You will have to accept the consequences of these articles, Mr. Farley.
Those words sound like a threat, Mr. Holmes.
I never threaten. I merely warn.
You don't frighten me, Mr. Holmes. I know all of your little secrets. And soon all of London will find out what really hides behind the facade of the impeccable detective. Thanks to my work, the whole world will discover the true Sherlock Holmes. Gentlemen, I don't wish you a good day.
What a bore! Even to the point of refusing to shake our hands.
Which means that we can avoid having to wash them. Did you notice the crumbs on his jacket? He had just finished eating and his hands will be covered in grease, the same as his mouth.
Slovenly habits. That's quite disgusting, Holmes.
Do not be deceived, Watson. The workmanship in those tailor-made clothes indicate that he is a man who takes pride in his appearance. If Farley has left without brushing off his jacket or washing his hands, then it is because he spotted our approach and wished to avoid us at all costs.
But why?
We will find out by searching his office.
The secretary will stop you. Please reassure me, Holmes, you don't intend upon knocking her out?
Only if we exhaust every other viable alternative. This is an electric box. Interesting. I cannot leave now. I cannot... This is an This is an
The secretary is occupied in sending a telegram via their electric telegraph. Farley asked that she should do so before he left.
We must find a way of interrupting the transmission, which will oblige her to go to the telegraph office in Kensington. It will take her some time to get there, and if we add on the time it takes to send the telegram and then return here, we should have ample time to search the office without being disturbed.
I suppose it's unnecessary to point out the illegality of this search?
I'm afraid so. This hanger has a large iron hook. We must find a way of getting into the office. I cannot... This is an I need a tool to remove the lid. Close. I need a tool. I can hear an electrical humming. The secretary is using the electricity supplied by this switch. Let us see if I can cause a short circuit. Let us see if I can cause a short... Let us see if I can cause a short circuit. Let us see if I can cause a short circuit. Let us see if I can cause a short circuit. There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Oh, that's just too bad.
Get out quickly, Watson. I'm going to hide here. The way is clear. I cannot leave. Let's go, Watson.
Here is Farley's secretary's telegram. The secretary has just changed the typewriter ribbon. There are smudges of dark blue ink. The ribbon is missing from this machine. A makeup case with a good brush. A page of this notebook has been torn out. We can only see the title in shorthand and today's date. It's a message that the secretary must send urgently. I'm going...
You can read shorthand? You never cease to amaze me.
Perhaps, perhaps. I can make out the marks, but I must look more attentively. I can make out the marks, but I need something to bring them to light. I must look. I must. I can make out the marks, but I need something to bring them to light. I can make out the... I can make... I must look. I must look. I must look. I must look. I must look more attentively. This armchair is out of place. A bunch of keys, a telephone, a technological marvel. A number was written next to it quite recently. A fine, educated hand.
Holmes, this number seems very familiar.
Yes, but let us dial it to be sure. This cabinet has a lot of drawers, each marked with a letter.
But we can't open all of them.
Judging from all the notes on the board, a photograph of Prince Wood. Here's what is strange. A horrible story. Miss, get me 1313, please. It is Scotland Yard, of course. I'm beginning to understand.
Lucky you.
Our man left his sandwich. The key is still in the lock. The key... The ribbon is missing. I can make out the marks, but I need something. Someone has written... Someone has written something on a I must look. I must look. I can make out them. I can. I must look more. I must look. I can make out them. I can make out them. I can make out them. I can make out the marks. I can make out the marks, but I can make out the marks, but I need something to. Someone has written some. Someone has. I must look. I must look more attentively. I can make out. Someone closed the curtain as though he wanted to maintain his. This paper only just escaped the flames.
But who is this note about? And who wrote it?
I will deal with it later. This ashtray is worth examining. This ash comes from an ordinary. This cigar is of a fine quality. It must be very expensive and difficult to obtain.
And it is not even finished. What a waste.
And it is. And it is. The cigar end is still. Farley was not alone when we arrived at his secretary's office.
You are thinking of the owner of the cigar?
Yes, the reporter smokes ordinary cigarettes. Can you smell the subtle scent of gingerbread? That is the characteristic odor of a Habano Clarissimo. Our mysterious visitor is a rich man, Watson. This category of Havanas is exorbitant, and I cannot imagine a cigar lover crushing out such a marvelous smoke before finishing it. Since we saw no...
How are we going to...
By retracing Farley's steps from the moment before we arrived. Look.
understand what you want.
I need... I can see what has been written. Please write it down.
Very well, Holmes.
The key... I cannot...
We must finish.
I wonder which drawer the secretary was interested in. I can't do... I can't... I can't do... I can't... I can't... I can't... I can't... I can't... The DF drawer, of course. The one in the message that we deciphered from the secretary's desk blotter. Closed. The DF drawer. There are a lot of cards. How to find the right one? I can't do... No, it... I can't... No. No. I can't... I can't... These blue stains come from an old typewriter ribbon. This card has been removed recently. This card has got grease marks on it. The reporter made them. Apparently he's making inquiries about Prince Woodville, too.
But where do you come into all this? Look, if we pull the curtain a little, we can see out into the street.
The key... Someone closed... Someone... This book has fallen down from the shelf.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
A real investigative reporter must have read them, my dear Watson.
The Adventure...
A real...
The...
A real...
The...
A real...
The...
A real...
The...
A...
The...
A...
The...
A real... My adventures have fallen from this shelf. Farley consulted a card while he ate, which was given to him by his secretary just before she changed the ribbon on her typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are all over the card. When he went to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed his chair aside, but didn't think to return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
The answer lies in the direction the reporter took, Watson. At a certain moment, he would look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be. Perfect. Yes, Watson. In his haste, Farley dropped this book.
Let's search this place.
There's a control box built into the filing cabinet.
We don't know the combination, Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow. There we are. It is simplicity itself. Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson. Chance has smiled upon us, Watson. This hat was almost certainly abandoned by our mysterious visitor. Imagine the scene. In his hurry, the cigar man drops his top hat. The door closes. The hat is caught beneath it. Fearing above all that he should be discovered, he does not attempt to retrieve it, instead preferring to flee.
Who would take such action to avoid meeting us?
I cannot tell as yet, but it is certain that he carries the advantage of knowing us. We must discover his identity in order to redress the balance, and this hat will help us. Let us return to Baker Street.
What What should we do next, Holmes?
Let us return to Baker Street as quickly as possible.
Let's hope that an examination of this top hat will reveal to us the identity of its owner.
It will, you can be sure of that.
For once, I must insist that you allow me to work alone, Holmes.
As you wish. Take your time. I will examine this hat at my work table.